you as always for tuning in. So today we're going to go through a short sequence just to get your back and your spine moving. So we're going to be doing some positions to lengthen the spine. There's going to be some twists in there, some gentle back bends, and all of these positions will really help to relax your spine, your back, and equally to build strength. So obviously if you have any back issues that you're aware of, just make sure that you are being super attentive to your body, listening to your body. There's nothing too strenuous in there, but you know, just relax when you need to, ease up when you need to, and enjoy. It should be a fairly short one, so something that you can come back to, you know, throughout the day. If you're working and you just want to get up, bring some movement in. Yeah, it shouldn't be too much of a long one. So we will get started. We're going to start in a child's pose. So if you just come to bring your knees wide on your mat, big toes to touch, take a big breath in, lengthen through your spine, and as you exhale, hinge from your hips, lead with your chest, reach your hands out in front of you. Just bring your forehead to melt into your mat. And just take a moment now to come into your body. To arrive on your mat. And just connect to your breath, breathing in and out deeply through your nose. And reaching both hands over to your right. Come to take your left hand on top of your right hand. Feel the space being created through the left side body and breathe into that space. Keep drawing your sit bones down towards your heels. Walk your hands back to center. And then over to your left. Right hand comes on top of your left. Breathe into your right side body. Really reach your hands forward. Draw your sit bones back. And walk your hands back to center. Grounding through your hands now, coming up onto your knees into our tabletop position, spreading fingers wide as always. Shoulders over elbows, over wrists, hips stacked over your knees. Back flat, spine long, the crown of your head really reaching forward. Coming into some cat-cows. As you inhale, scoop your belly low, open through your chest, gaze forward. As you exhale, round through your spine, arching your back. So your head, your neck relaxed here. Really push your mat away with your hands and draw your shoulder blades apart. Inhale, scooping low. Open through your chest. Squeeze the shoulder blades together now. Exhale, round, linking breath to movement. Inhale, scoop low. And just take any of the movement that feels good to you right now. Maybe rotating round in circles, or back and forth. Tuning in, giving your body exactly what it needs in this moment. And then coming back to stillness, grounding back down through your hands, tuck your toes under, lift your bottom up and back, downward facing dog. So continue to let your head, your neck relax, draw your shoulders away from your ears, maybe walk your dog out bending at alternate knees. Keep your bottom lifted, really reaching it up and back here. And then just come to stillness. So just maybe taking your feet a little wider apart. We're going to come to some twists as you inhale. Ground through your left hand, reach up through your right hand. Gaze comes towards that right hand. And as you exhale, bring your right hand to your left ankle. If the ankle isn't available to you, you can bring it further up your leg to your calf or maybe your thigh. Bring your gaze underneath your left armpit. Continue to draw your heels down in towards your mat. With every inhale, try to find a bit more length, and every exhale, try to twist and gaze a little deeper underneath your armpit. And release, come back to your downward facing dog. Starting to ground through the right hand now. As you inhale, lift up through your left arm, gazing up towards that thumb. Exhale. Left hand comes to right ankle. Again, if the ankle isn't available to you, just taking your calf or your thigh. Inhaling, finding length, and exhaling, bringing that gaze deeper underneath your right armpit, continuing to draw your heels down. Creating a strong foundation through your right hand. Exhale, release. Come to step both feet in between your hands, walking them lightly. As you inhale, just take a halfway lift. Exhale, fold forward. Take opposite elbow with opposite hand. Just again, allow your head, your neck to relax here in ragdoll. Feel that nice release in your lower back. Let gravity take over, rock, sway from side to side, back or forth. And really go for it here, really rock and sway as much as you can. And then come to stillness. Slowly rising up, vertebrae by vertebrae. Inhale, reach both hands up above your head. Palms come to touch. Bending back, gently here. Exhale, fold forward, lead with your chest, hinge from your hips. Inhale, halfway lift, back flat. Again, the crown of your head extending, reaching forward. Exhale, plant your hands down on your mat, step both feet back into your high plank. Shoulders again stacked over wrists here, engaged through your core. Drop down to your knees. Elbows into sides, slowly lower down to your chest, your chin. And then we're going to come into our Sphinx pose, so taking our forearms in front of us. You want your elbows to be underneath your shoulders. Palms of the hands on your mat, fingers spread wide. Your gaze just in front of you. Continue to drop your shoulders away from your ears. Project forward through your chest. And continue to turn on through your core here, protecting your back, protecting your spine. Take an inhale, try to find a bit more length, grow taller through the crown of your head, extending it upwards. And bring your gaze behind your right shoulder. And release, come back to center. Inhale, find length. Exhale, twist, gaze comes over your left shoulder. And release. Come back to center. Allow your forehead to melt back into your mat. Hands come either side of your shoulders. Working up into our full cobra now. Grounding through your hands, keeping a micro bend in the elbows here. Again, gaze forward. A slightly deeper back bend. Open through the chest. Tuck your toes under, lift your sit bones up and back, downward facing dog. Lengthening through your spine in this position. So again, really continue to lift your bottom up, back. And then step your feet in between your hands. Come to sit down on your bottom. We're going to come into half Lord of the Fishes. So taking your left leg and then bending at the knee, you want to take your right foot over your left thigh. So really try to keep both sit bones connected to the mat in this position. If you feel like you're lifting through your right glute here, just extend your left leg out in front of you so that both sit bones are still connected. So whichever variation you take, as you inhale, reach both hands up, above your head, find length. As you exhale, your left elbow comes to hook around the outside of your right knee, bring your right hand behind your back. Bring your gaze over your right shoulder. And again, with every inhale, try to find length, and with every exhale, twist deeper. Maybe close down through your eyes. Bring your awareness to your internal body. Observe where you can feel this twist. Observe how it feels. And release, come back to center. So taking your left hand now, popping it behind your back, extend your right leg just to your side, diagonally in front of you. Pushing down through your left knee, reach overhead with your right hand. Hips shoot towards the ceiling, coming into a nice back bend. And release. Coming back down to your bottom. Bring your feet flat on your mats and just windscreen wipe your legs side to side, hands behind your back. Feel that nice release in your sacrum, your lower back here. And then coming to stillness, coming to repeat on the opposite side. So bending at your right knee this time. Your left leg, your left foot comes over that right thigh again, keeping the sit bones connected to the mat, and if they're lifting, you can just extend that right leg, bring your left foot over your right thigh. Inhale, find length. And exhale, twist to your left. Come to bring your right elbow, hook it around the outside of your left knee. Left hand comes behind your back. Inhale, lift. Exhale, bring your gaze behind you. See if you can take that gaze over your left shoulder. Rotate your left upper arm bone back. With every inhale, continue to find more length. With every exhale, continue to twist deeper. And release, come back to center. So keeping the right leg in the position that it's in, extend your left leg diagonally just out to your side. Right hand comes behind your back, powering onto your right knee, lift through your hips. Left hand reaches over your head. Creating a strong foundation through your right hand here so you can continue to lift through your hips. And release. Again, both feet come flat on your mat, windscreen wipe your legs, feel the release. The tension easing in your lower back. And then we're going to come into bridge pose now. So just slowly in your own time coming down onto your back. Taking your hands down by your sides. You want your neck to be long here. Really feel the base of your head supported by your mat. Feet flat on your mat, bringing them closer in towards your bottom. Keeping your shoulders connected. As you inhale, lift up through your hips. Again, roots to rise in this position. The idea of rooting down into the earth, the ground beneath you, so that you can grow tall and lift, rise through your hips. Push them a little bit higher. Exhale, release. Slowly lower back down, hook your knees into your chest. Maybe take a rock from side to side, counteract that position. Coming to bridge for a second time. Feet come flat on your mat, hands down by your sides, grounding through your feet. As you inhale, lifting your hips with everything you have. Maybe take your fingers and interlace them underneath your back and come on to your shoulders here. Lifting a little bit higher. Again, roots to rise, grounding through your feet. 2 more breaths. In through your nose, out through your nose. And release slowly, mindfully lowering back down to your mat. Hook your knees into your chest, take a gentle rock from side to side. And then coming to stillness. Taking the soles of your feet together, knees wide. Bring one hand to your belly, one hand to your heart center. In Supta Baddha Konasana. Allow the shoulders, your upper back to melt, to drop and relax. Allow your knees to drop, your hips to let go. Come back to your body, back to your breath. And then just extend both legs out in front of you now. Coming into some supine twists for our final positions. So as you inhale, just bring your right knee into your chest. Reaching your right hand out to your right side. Bring your gaze to your right and then taking that right knee with your left hand, rotate over to your left. Feeling this twisting through your side body, through your spine. Keep your shoulders flat on your mat, connected to the ground beneath you. And release, come back to center. Left knee comes in towards your chest, taking that knee with your right hand. Left hand extends towards your left, gaze comes to your left. Rotate that left knee over to your right side. Again, keep your shoulders drawing down into your mat beneath you. And release, come back to center. Then bring your hands down by your sides, palms facing up towards the ceiling, let your knees fall out, your feet fall out to either side. Allow your shoulders to melt, to surrender, let go, your upper, middle, lower back. Give yourself permission to fully and wholly relax here into the support of your mat beneath you. body softening, letting go. And then gently hug your knees into your chest. Again, squeeze tightly here. Roll over to your right side. Keep your eyes closed. And then when you're ready, just roll back up to a seated position. Bring your hands to your heart center. Take one more big final inhale through your nose as you roll your shoulders up, back and down. Exhale, bow your head, chin to chest. Namaste.